Fonts, line spacing, and alignment. This is a short presentation taken from Chapter 6, a book called Designing Writing by Mike Palmquist. Fonts are really important to how a reader perceives your document. Fonts are a complete set of type of a particular size and face, and you can categorize fonts by their typeface, style, family, and effects. Times New Roman or Arial is a type of typeface. Bold italics is a type of style. Arial black, Arial italic, Arial bold are all part of a family. And effects are strike through, all caps, and underline. And you can use fonts to achieve meaning in a document, so that's something to think about. Size is usually best in 10 to 12 points. So this is all something you can configure in whatever word processing program that you're using. Categories of fonts are serif fonts, sans serif, decorative fonts, and symbol fonts. Serif fonts have little, I don't know what you call it, but they have little things hanging off like the end of the S. There's little lines hanging off, and sans serif fonts are just very smooth without that. And there's actually been studies that for reading online, sans serif fonts are much easier on the eye. And you'll find individual readers have preference, so this is something to look at if you're working for an organization on what kind of fonts, serif or sans serif, they're usually using in their documents. Serif fonts usually have a more old-fashioned look. Select fonts that are easy to read. Select fonts that complement each other if you are using more than one font. Avoid using too many fonts, styles, and effects in one document, as this can be distracting. You can use fonts to design a document, like with subheadings and headings and for effect, but if you do it too much, it starts to look rather garish and distracting. In technical communication, it is recommended to use New Times Roman or Arial and 12 or 11 point fonts. I prefer Arial. If you add subheadings for style, you might experiment with other fonts. Remember contrast, repetition, alignment, and proximity principles when selecting fonts, called the CRAP principles: contrast, repetition, alignment, proximity. More than 3 different font types per document can be very distracting. And this is just a screen capture from Word on where you would go to change the fonts. And if you want to change it within a document, you just highlight the portion of a sentence that you want to change and then click on Format and Font, and you'll be able to play with it that way.